In this video, we'll be going through e-filing and navigating e-filing in just a few steps on how to actually use e-filing. We will have another video where we'll actually physically go through e-filing with you. This is just screen grabs and just to explain e-filing in a bit better detail. So, in this video, we'll just get you familiar with some e-filing tabs, how to request a statement of account on e-filing, how to navigate the RAV 01 form. This is where your personal information is shown, your banking details, your address, your cell phone number, all your contact details. We'll also show you where to find any past returns that have been submitted by you, where to access your assessments for the tax year, and just get to familiarize yourself with e-filing, as I know it can be quite daunting if you're not a regular user. So when you're going to be completing a new tax return, you're going to see the tab on the left says return issued. These are returns that obviously haven't been completed and they're going to be newly issued, and you're going to click on personal income tax tab. Thereafter, if there's no returns showing on your page, there is a button there saying request new return. You'll then request the year that you are going to be completing. Now, to find tax returns that have already been submitted, you'll go into return history. History obviously being past things, so these are all your past returns that have been submitted by you in the past. There on the left is the personal income tax tab under return history. Those will just have a list of all your previous returns submitted. Now this page, what you'll do is on your return history page, as the previous one, let's say you want to go into the tax 2020 year, you'll click on that button and this will come up. On this page is where you will either request for correction for the return, be able to look at your past assessments, just find out anything about that tax year that you may need. How to request a statement of account. This is if you have an amount outstanding or there might be a refund pending. You're going to go under SARS correspondence on the left hand side of your e-filing page, and there is a tab called request historic IT notices. The tab then will come up and you will say I want to request a statement of account, and click that button and then press next. You can either choose 6 months to date, or you can press user defined date range, which then you can click what dates you want if you want to go further than 6 months. This page will then appear and it will say click here to view your statement of account. Your statement of account will then reflect. It will show you any amounts due. At the top there will be the refund amount or whatever you are owing to SARS. There are buttons there that we've indicated. There's a dispute and a request for reasons, which we went through in another video. This is if you're not in agreement with any of the amounts that are owing to SARS. You can either dispute it, so you can object and say you're not in agreement, or you can request for reasons and find out why or how that amount was obtained. So on your statement of account at the bottom, there will be an amount, either your refund advice or your payment advice. If there is an amount due, there will be a payment reference number that you'll use when making payment. Often this can be done by online banking. This is the easiest way to pay any amounts due. There's actually usually a e-filing tab that you can use via your various banks. Now for the RAV 101 form, which I mentioned earlier, this is for updating your personal information. You'll click on the home button at the top as indicated by the arrow. You'll go onto the left hand side, there's a tab saying SARS registered details. This is the details that obviously SARS has on their system. You'll go down to the maintain SARS registered details and you'll say you agree, you have confirmed that you want to perform. So you're going to press yes and you're going to press continue and proceed. Now this is the tab. If you click edit, it will allow you to make any changes that you may have. What you can update your business telephone number, your cell phone number, your email address. So we have to have our information correct so that SARS can get hold of us. I mean, not having correct details is not a valid excuse for not paying or not responding to any information or correspondence that SARS may have sent you. So it's very vital that everything is up to date with SARS. So I think at least when you file your tax returns, make sure that your RAV 01 information is still up to date and correct. You can create and amend your address, your physical address, your email address. Then once you're happy with, on the tab now appearing on the screen is my menu, and those are all the things you can amend. So you can change your registered detail, your addresses, your bank details, your contact numbers, your email addresses, any of those things. You click on that tab, it'll open up and you can change. Then once you're happy and you're satisfied, you're going to click done. And once you press done, you'll then click submit form, and this will go to Efiling. We'll send to SARS, and it will say request completed, and then all your changes should have been updated successfully with SARS. Now, accessing information submitted previously, as mentioned in the beginning of the video, anything that you've submitted and that you want to see past information will be under return history. This is what the page will look like, but you will have to click on the specific tax year if you want to go and you want to make any changes. So we went through a disputes and request for reasons video. So if you weren't in agreement, you'd go to the past return that you submitted. As you can see, there's the button for request for correction. That's if you're not in agreement. Request for correction is if you maybe perhaps made a mistake on your tax return. So you can, once submitted, change your tax return and correct what you have previously submitted to SARS. The ITA 34 is your assessment. And you can also, once you've requested a statement of account, this tab will also appear, the bottom tab there that says statement of account will also appear on your return history page. But this statement of account will only show once you have previously requested it under the SARS correspondence and the requesting the statement of account that way. So this would be past statements of accounts that have been requested. Now, if you want to search any correspondence that has previously been issued by SARS, you'd go into SARS correspondence and search correspondence. That page there, you'll click on any date you want to search from. Pretty self-explanatory. This would be any SARS correspondence that they may have issued to you. Either your banking details are invalid or they want additional supporting documents. So that is the page that you'll get all your correspondence. This was just a video showing you the tabs and just kind of getting a little bit familiar with e-filing, but we will be doing a more detailed email where I'll physically email video where we will be going through the actual actually going through e-filing and also how to complete your tax return. So which questions and wizards to answer. So yeah, thank you.